Here we go, my cigar smoking, fancy car driving, lady killing ass. I'm not Andrew Tate. The first is that there is not one of you fools out of 100 out there watching that is going to hook up with a girl that is rated as a 6 or more in current 2024 society. And furthermore, not going to be able to attain the status of top G. Not by a damn sight.
Andrew Tate is very mean.
I'm not Andrew Tate. Today, you undersexed mutant brokies, we begin a series entitled BJD's Strikeouts Using the Tinder app. Today's special is a woman in her mid-30s named Johanna, a better than average specimen in the eyes of BJD, but the real question is how you, brokies, see the situation. Take a moment, and after due consideration, put down the number you have Johanna rated as based on these posted photos, and do not be over-prejudiced by the very little line across this floozy's eyes. I swear you degenerates really burn my ass sometimes. Feel free to pause the video, but brokies, don't be rubbing one out on your iPhone or laptop. I am sure that is going to skew the algo and you're going to mess up BJD's shit. You already know what it is. All right, here we go. Yeah, eat a dick. Dak Prescott, you friggin' dork. I hope the Cowgirls go 0-17 this year. Johanna states that, wait a minute. What does it mean when the profile begins with ING? Yo, bilingual brokey bitches out there, clue us in the comments section. Commercially futura abogada, yes. BSA, S. That's how they abbreviate Buenos Aires, Argentine, by the way, fools. I would like practice my English, smiley face. Who? Somebody needs to get a grasp of infinitives in English, my lord. Moving right along. Profile reads as follows. As far as going out, you can find me. And the answer is socializing. And the answer is dress up. I tend to arrive, wait for it, early. This was boding quite well for BJD. Oh, look at this one. My exit strategy looks like, drum roll please, Say Bye First. And her song is Senorita by Shawn Mendes. There was an article written, Does language exchange really always lead to dating? That reads apropos to today's topic. It goes as follows. Cyber Phoenix says, I have tried language exchange numerous times. It seemed like every time my partner was serious about learning English and not dating, despite what I've heard about how it usually leads to dating. Most of the times I've had language exchanges, it came from the other girl contacting me from an ad I posted. But I've gotten a few requests from girls for language exchange after we met in person, and they said they wanted to improve their English. I just wanted to know what your guys' experiences are. I've heard many foreign guys say that their partners made it obvious that they were interested in dating. Maybe it's because I'm Asian American, not white, that these girls don't seem to be interested in dating. Or maybe it's because all these bilingual 304s you're meeting are on top G's nuts and have no interest in your boring, desperate Asian ass. Anonymous one replied, well, reading between the lines, it sounds like the OP wants his language exchange via social apps to lead to dating. When I've tried language exchange via social apps, it usually involves going somewhere nice to eat and or drink and having a conversation in both languages, which might occasionally degenerate into flirting, especially if alcohol is involved. Isn't this what's meant by dating? So basically, the dating bit is already taken care of. What the OP means, I think, is having sex. He'd probably have more success with that if he didn't use euphemisms. On a side note, I'd say language exchange via social apps is pointless unless you are able to hold a reasonably meaningful conversation in your target language. Otherwise, it's just boring for both of you, and there's definitely going to be no dating involved. Anonymous 2 replied, yes, had that experience. I think for some women, they originally hoped to go in the direction of living abroad, and related items like foreign boyfriend or even husband go with the territory. Therefore, they were studying English. Meanwhile, they are definitely not against the possibility of the language partner becoming much more. Anonymous 3 replied, you should just be straight up about your intentions because you have made it clear you don't really want to do a language exchange from a date app, so stop wasting your time. For what it's worth, I have heard a white dude complaining on his blog about Taiwanese girls only being interested in doing a language exchange. So it can happen to white dudes too. Other places, language exchange means 100% dating. It's like that in China, but seems not so in Taiwan. So just ask those girls out directly if that is what you want. Anonymous 4 replied, I was surprised when I first moved here and tried LI. I was stunned by all the girls that were just looking to date. Many would meet me at some coffee shop and then proceed to accomplish an interview and not really seem interested in discussing LE plans, more like designer plans on getting on language dude's dong. That was me, fools, not the replier. I met some that were serious and dated some. So in my experience, you'll find all kinds, but might not know it until you meet them. So with all that prefaced, let's dive in. BJD goes in with a direct, trite, unapologetic Buenos noches about 4 to 6 hours after the match alert at 10:11 p.m. This was contested by a hola and smiley face, and a Buenos noches in kind by the dama from Buenos Aires. BJD delivers a gracias por corregirme, that is, thanks for correcting me, as he clearly missed the A in Buenos. This pulls a heart T and a quick reply. Looks like it is 2-0 BJ in Buenos Aires, but the ball game is early. BJD adds, entonces lo que está es tu nivel de inglés hasta ahora, or so what is your level of English currently? And she retorts in English anytime, and well, I am not sure what my English level is, about 15 minutes after. At 11 p.m. sharp, BJ throws in, okay, and I must have come during rain season, which go unanswered. As well, the air might be good, but rain never is, and a little joke to finish that night's dialogue. Please put in the comment section your critiques of BJD's approach, whether it was too soft, too hokey, not smooth enough. Your opinion is very important to him. What a crock of shit. BJD doesn't get a reply until 7 a.m. the next day. Did the motherfucking regularness of life kill his momentum? Or he just plain didn't have her on the hook like that? These are the questions that keep him from getting 8 hours of sleep per night instead of 7. 2 smileys and a heart indicate that she appreciated the little bromeo, confirming that he is off to a good start with Johanna. BJDI programs for his reply to be at least 25 minutes as to not seem too anxious, yet it is important to not lose much continuity. She replies to him with a basic, like a hammer hola, and with 2 as. It is important to keep in mind that after more than half a day, there has been no mention of language and has been 100% personal. The upcoming is a pivotal point in the exchange. BJD perhaps puts a little too much simp sauce, that's simp not shrimp, on the following. ¿Qué tal, querida, or how's it going, dear? Hachi sol hoy, or it is sunny today. And lastly, ¿qué haces esta noche? Or what are you doing tonight? Put in the comments section if this was too simpish, too forced, or should he have waited till things solidified a bit more before upping gears. The next reply is 2.5 hours later and encouraging with todo bien. Sí, está lindo. Hoy voy a visitar a una amiga, es su cumple. ¿Y vos? That is everything fine. Yes, it is lovely. Today I am going to visit a friend. It is her anniversary. And yourself? BJD replies with en el centro or downtown and then si estás libre, luego, or if you are free, later, and his WhatsApp info. The answer was doll lay with sunglasses. Now I'm going to need you bilingual brokies to chime on as doll. Lay has somewhat of a dual meaning, and to shed some light as to what doll lay was conveying in this context. As Esperaba plus a dinner plate and solo, or I was waiting and eating alone, which was a bit much, perhaps, but push his chips to the center of the table before things go too far. Be that as it may, the response was masque question mark, which was very, very ambiguous. To say literally more than after he told her, I was waiting for your text while eating alone, leaves much to interpretation, and it's the last thing she says. After BJD says no pasa nada to this later that night, he refrains from double dipping without an answer, perhaps because he played it a bit too simpy before and he wanted to compensate for that debit in the ledger. Be that as it may, Johanna doesn't have anything dropped in BJ's inbox by morning. And the fact is, BJD does not chase. Please leave in the comment section below what we are missing or not seeing as far as the ending, or is it typical dog bites, man? She lost interest after the obligatory 36-hour expiration date. Or did BJ either force it too early or was, in fact, not aggressive enough at the end? We await your feedback, Playboys. To make a personal request, receive channel merchandise, or to just hook a brother up, hit up the Cash App on the screen, or make a contribution to the PayPal shown on the screen.